The number of financial advice firms are cancelling authorizations is increasing. Story in the Financial Times. Why is that? Well, cost of regulation. Secondly, the fees are having to be forced down. Secondly, people aren't taking advice from traditional advisors the way they used to. They're doing it for themselves. We know this because ancillary to this is data which shows that people are taking more money out of funds, more money out of fund managers, wealth managers, IFAs, and managing capital for themselves as a proportion of total assets. Why are they doing it? Well, first of all, there's more information available for them. Doesn't mean it's all trustable, but there's more of it. Secondly, it's why SIPs, ISAs, 401ks, whatever your country's tax-free wrappers are, were invented for people to do it themselves. It's why people like me have written books like this for people to do it. You can get a free copy of that from alpeshpatel.com/links. Are we going to continue seeing this? You better bet it. Bet your bottom dollar we are. The reason is that as people see others doing it, it becomes a virtuous circle. You go to work and somebody says, how do you manage your pension? Who are you with? How do you manage your investments? And increasingly, you'll hear somebody say, well, actually, I do it myself, and it's a hell of a lot better. Or I follow that guy on TikTok, Alpesh Patel, preferably. Whatever the methodology is, you're going to continue seeing this trend increase as people get more empowered thanks to information. Now, this is good because it's democratizing. What the IFAs will cling on to as a failed business model is to say to you and try and scare you into saying to you, no, you must take our advice. Now, of course, that's true. You must take knowledgeable expertise. It doesn't have to come from an IFA, though. You might educate yourself. You might read lots of articles, watch videos from reliable sources. An IFA is just one source of that, not usually the best in my experience, not least because they generally disappoint their clients with poor growth in the low single digits, blaming it on fund managers who themselves will blame it on a whole number of excuses. Fundamentally, the model is broken. We know the model is broken because Eugene Fama got a Nobel Prize in economics for proving it's broken. When you're selecting investments from a very narrow gene pool of just UK companies or just European, as opposed to all that's available in the world and the best of the best, then you're necessarily going to be picking low growth because you've picked from a very small selection. And if you don't make available to your clients the knowledge for them to build confidence and trust in you, such as the free apps we've created, completely free. We don't even want your email address. Okay, at campaignforamillion.com/tools, 7 different free apps which help you plan how much you should have in your pension. You can even, for fun, upload your photo. It'll tell you how much you should have compared to other people your age. What if your growth continues at the current levels? What would happen to your pension if there was a stock market crash, for instance, the kind of volatilities you might expect? So you're well informed on the downside. They don't want you to have all this because if you've got that information, what the hell are they charging you fees for? What, just to point you to an index tracker? Okay. So have a look at campaignforamillion.com. Have a look at the links in the bio. Please save this video because you're going to need it for later. Comment, because the more you save and comment, the more the algorithm increases the views, which means I'll continue doing these for free for you as well. Thank you.